Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are we doing wherever and whenever you are watching this? I am the CHALL here for the latest news, reviews, and interviews from the world of sport. And today, Chall Chats Bayern Munich. We've got numerous stories to talk about in this video from Bayern, from the Allianz Arena. Stories involving Nordi Mukiele, Kieran Trippier, and of course, one of their directors is leaving the club reportedly as well. So before we get started, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers and 500,000 views. Also, guys, go and check out the other content that's been online in the past few days. We've had some great responses. Talking United, Shrewsbury Town, Doncaster Rovers, Brighton versus Wolves in an open 0-0 draw. When's the first time we've heard that? So go and check out all the content from the previous 24, 48 hours and beyond there as well. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell as well. We've got plenty more still to come. Royal Rumble, men's Royal Rumble match and women's Royal Rumble match and the Undisputed Championship preview will come on Friday. So stay tuned for that. And for now, guys, let's talk about Bayern Munich. So then the first story coming up is about Kieran Trippier. We've got multiple different things to talk about with Kieran Trippier. First of all, according to Fabrizio Romano, Newcastle insists on their position, no plans to sell Kieran Trippier in January, despite the insistence in the recent days from Bayern Munich. It's a complicated deal for Bayern. Now, obviously, this is an interesting one. Obviously, that was from Fabrizio Romano. There'd be a lot of outrage from Newcastle if Trippier was to go, which is why I don't think he's going to go. And I don't think Newcastle would be stupid enough to let him go. I think the Newcastle are better than that, especially nowadays. For me, I think that Trippier, I mean, if it was to happen, what would Bayern be getting? They'd be getting a fast-paced, attacking and defensive-minded fullback and wingback. They're getting a set-piece specialist. They're getting someone who knows when to put the cross in, knows when to assist, knows to put the right ball in at the right time. They're getting an experienced player as well. There was a lot of slander around the Harry Kane, around Eric Dyer, around the potential Kieran Trippier from the Germany side. I was seeing online reports from the Germany side. I think I can't remember who it was, but people saying that Bayern's downgraded its recruitment by looking at players like Eric Dyer and Kieran Trippier and things like that. But for me, where that came from, I don't know. But for me, I feel like it could actually be quite smart because Eric Dyer needed a fresh start. Harry Kane's world class. He's the top. This is another thing that I saw this morning as well. Reports from Germany saying that some people in Germany actually blame Harry Kane and the Harry Kane curse for Bayern Munich not being top of the league right now. I'm sat there thinking, well, hang the hell on a minute. You've got months to go. You're not losing the league just yet. Yes, it's an 8-point gap, but come on. I mean, I know Bayern Leverkusen. I mean, come on, Bayern Leverkusen's had an excellent season, and no one could deny him of that under Xabi Alonso. But for me, I don't know where these reports come from. I really, really don't. Personally, I really, really don't. Harry Kane's world class, top scorer in the league, and yet they're blaming his curse on Bayern Munich not winning the league at the moment. Kieran Trippier, I think that would be a fantastic deal for Bayern Munich, but I think for Newcastle it'd be a major, major miss and a major blow for Eddie Howe as well. And then Eric Dyer, he needs a fresh start. He needs to be surrounding himself with winners to improve his game, and I think that's the right move for him. So for me, I don't really get where the negatives are. Look, don't get me wrong. If Bayern Munich don't win the league this year, yeah, it's not great for Bayern Munich, but Bayern Leverkusen, don't get me wrong, have had an excellent season nonetheless. But for Bayern Munich, I think if they win the Champions League, I think that's still a great season. Obviously, Bayern Munich's case, they usually win all the trophies in Germany. They win the Champions League every few often and stuff like that. That's success. That's ambition. But if you can still get the Champions League out of this season, that's still a good season for Bayern Munich. If they miss the Bundesliga just this year, but then win it again the next season, everyone will stop talking about the Harry Kane curse and just get on with it. So for me, I don't think there's any curse. I think Harry Kane's there to win trophies. Eric Dyer's there to win trophies. And if Kieran Trippier ends up going and Newcastle change their mind on selling, well, reportedly, then again, he'll be there to win things. As simple as that. Speaking of someone who wants to go there and win things, let's speak about Nordi Mukiele. Latest reports from Florian Plettenberg that the Nordi Mukiele is still determined to join Bayern. He's confident the move will happen in the next few days. PSG have told the player they will allow him to leave under certain conditions, reportedly. Not confirmed, but reportedly. And then Fabrizio Romano spoke about it yesterday, about Mukiele deal remaining on for Bayern, talks with PSG ongoing, and he apparently wants the move. Now, again, with this one, what are Bayern Munich getting potentially with this player? They're getting a defender who defends in high areas. They're getting a versatile player who can play as a wing back, full back, centre back, in the back three or the back four. He's a great tackler. He's strong. He's quick. He's a pressing defender. He's a physical presence in any kind of back system, whether it's 3, 4, 5, however many defenders you need. For me, Mukiele is a great signing for Bayern if it happens. I think it gives Meccano competition. I think it gives a lot more defenders competition in that back line. And it gives Thomas Tuchel a real defensive selection headache going into the rest of the season in the Bundesliga and, of course, the Champions League as well. So for me, with Bayern Munich, I think, again, Mukiele would be a fantastic signing for the club. And I think that if they can get the Champions League out of this season, I think that'd be a fantastic season. For me, anyway. Obviously not compared to other seasons with Bayern Munich when they win every single trophy in Germany as well as the Champions League. But there we go. It's one of them. But if they can get the Champions League out this year, I still think that would be a successful season. To some regard, and then build on that to then take the Bundesliga and the domestic trophy. So for me, I think that Bayern just need to use this as a season to just finish as high as you can in the Bundesliga, maybe try and pick the title if Leverkusen start going on a bad run of form, which at the minute I don't see happening, but you just never know when that happens. Bayern Munich have got the experience, and this is what we're saying about the Premier League with Man City. They've got the experience of being on in a vulnerable position and then literally going on a mad run. Arsenal, who haven't got as much recent experience of winning a Premier League, dropping points, and City capitalise. This could be the situation again. If Leverkusen have a run of form at some point during this season where they drop their heads, they haven't got the recent experience of winning the Bundesliga to then pick that up back up again and call it just a little blip and then go and win the league. Leverkusen are on a fantastic run right now. They're still unbeaten this season, which is just madness. But any second they could drop form, and they don't have the experience to call it a blip and move on and regain that form and win the league. They need to literally, as soon as they lose that first game, they need to pick themselves straight back up, in my opinion, because that loss of points could set, and someone with the experience of Bayern Munich could then capitalise, and that's why they've got the experience of doing it. Don't get me wrong, if Leverkusen win the league this year, it'd be amazing. If they go unbeaten all season, that would be even better for Xabi Alonso. But for me, I think that Mukiele would add something to that Bayern Munich squad. It would add an extra defensive presence. You bring in Trippier as well. That's an even madder deal. And then you focus towards the summer, whether you win the league or not for Bayern Munich. If you take the Champions League or a Champions League final, but you don't take the Bundesliga, obviously it will not have been a great season for Bayern Munich, because obviously they're used to winning things. But take that towards the summer, bring in your Araujo, bring in your Zubimendi, and you've pretty much got your title winning squad there, depending on how Leverkusen do in the summer. So again, it's one of them. I think that Mukiele will be an excellent addition, but it just all depends on if Bayern Munich. Obviously, it seems like Bayern Munich want to do the deal. It seems like he wants to have to move from PSG to Bayern Munich, and we'll see how that affects the squad going forward. Finally, then, for Bayern Munich, we've got some news from Marco Neppe, the technical director at Bayern Munich. According to multiple reports, he is set to lead the club. He was key in helping, and this is according to Fabrizio Romano, deals like Harry Kane, Kim Min-jae, Matthijs de Ligt, but also in the scouting process for more talents such as Alphonso Davies and Jamal Musiala. So is this sad? A little bit, but from what I was seeing from reports elsewhere, it seemed like his role was getting less and less and less, and it was getting to a point where it just needed to happen. Reports of unrest as well. Don't quite believe them yet, unless the proof's in the pudding in press conferences. But again, I think either way, he's been involved in scouting some amazing talents, and he should be involved in that credit for that. So I wish Marco nothing but the best on his next role, if he's indeed to leave the club confirmed. Obviously, it is just multiple reports at this stage. Romano's been saying it. Other people have been saying it. So, we'll see what happens. But if it does end up being confirmed, then obviously massive respect to Marco for everything that he has done. Where he goes next, I don't know. I really don't know at this stage. Comment down below where you think he's going to go, where he could be a good fit at, because he's got the experience of bringing in talent. He's a technical director. He's scouted loads and loads of great young talent. He's brought in some experience for a lot of money. With the new CEO coming in at Man United from Man City, I know there's reports that they're looking at Dan Ashworth as technical director, but maybe have a look at Marco. Maybe have a look at Neppe if Ashworth doesn't leave Newcastle United. So there's an option there for Man United potentially if he wants to come into English football and work with Ineos, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Omar as the new CEO, etc. But there we go, guys. Comment down below what you think about all this news. Bayern fans, what are your thoughts? Do you want Kieran Trippier? Do you want Nordi Mukiele? Do you want Zubamendi and Araujo in the summer? What's your thoughts on Marco Neppe leaving? Give me some more context. And for now, guys, I'm the CHALL. Ta-ra for now.